All right, welcome. We're just getting started here. I'm just doing a spot that's out of frame, so you don't get to see it. Just a glove hand. We'll show it afterwards, but just want to get that part done. So we'll get that out of the way. Excellent. Welcome. It's Wednesday, 5 o'clock, so it's time to do some art. I want to thank you guys for joining me again. This is Brush Hour. My name is David Lozeau. If this is your first time here, I'm a San Diego-based Southern California artist. And we're going to do a little painting tonight, probably about an hour or so. You're going to see me laying in the line work on this painting here. This is a piece. It's the trophy image for the Ramona motorcycle rally coming up here in about a month and a half. I'll post up info for that when I get it finished. But so we're doing the line work here. I've done all the underpainting. So this is the enamel on top of all the line work. So we're just going to get on in there. And again, welcome to the stream. Feel free to ask me anything you want. We're going to talk art and just and do some art. So again, welcome, and let's make some stuff. That was itchy. That was itchy. Let's do some bones up here. Let's see if the shipping department can hold it together for an entire episode.
Sound asleep. Fed them already.
All right.
Nobody's thrown up.
No one's thrown up yet. No one's pooped. The dogs, anyways. So we're good to go. This is our fifth stream, the new Brush Hour, and I think they've made it through one.
Maybe two.
It's not great odds. It's not great numbers.
Melissa Comstock says, hello, sir, and I hope the shipping department can keep their
Yes,
down.
We're hoping, Melissa. This is literally, we're just talking about that they're like batting like 130.
Oh, you know what? Pretty good in the bigs right now.
Yeah.
Shocked to find out when we went to our most recent professional baseball game that batting averages, because they're into that, what is it, slugging percentage they give credit?
They're just into hit angle and all kinds of weird stats that apparently didn't matter when we watched it, but yeah.
We're so old, it used to be batting average, like anything in the low 200s, you're a second baseman, maybe a right fielder, but you're probably not going to stay on the team very long. And now you go to a game and everybody's in the low twos, high ones, doesn't matter. So the point is our shipping department's doing darn well.
And get off my lawn.
By modern day standards. Daniel Barry Sports Highlights says, hey everyone, happy Wednesday.
Hey Daniel Barry, thanks for joining us for the art and sports podcast apparently we're going to do here.
We can do sports.
We can do it.
So what is this motorcycle event?
So this motorcycle event is a motorcycle event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it
so it's a rally. So it's a full it's a full show and shine. Bring your bikes. There's contests for best custom, best lowrider. A typical motorcycle show. It's a pretty big one. I'm gonna try and make it there this year. But basically, this is going to be the images on all the trophies that they give out. They want because it's taking place on November. I want to say November 1st or 2nd. I think it's on November 1st. So it's a Day of the Dead theme to the entire show.
Oh.
So they wanted to do something different here. So we've worked with them before, and we've donated some charity prints to be raffled off for their charity, and we wanted to do a little more this year. So we're excited to be part of the making the brochure or making the image.
Nice.
And a chance to paint motorcycles is always exciting for me.
Is that guy holding the skulls of his enemies?
He's one of the losers who in his show and shine that didn't. Yeah, it's a very tough crowd. You show your bike and maybe lose a head.
Okay. Well, I like the stakes.
Yeah. Bring your best bike or else. Well, here's the thing. When you have an artist do a trophy, it's a big container. So something has to be in that container. Like I literally saw it and went, well, something's got to be in there.
People winning money? Could it have been money?
Oh. Boring.
Okay.
When you do your own poster, you can put money in it.
First thing comes to my mind, money, i.e. a winner.
Boring.
This is a little more slaughter.
Yeah, I like heads of my enemies.
Okay. Yep. Use them like a chalice.
What's the Conan line?
Yeah, if you want to see the
Lamentations of the women.
The lamentations of the women. You want your enemies driven before you.
Yeah, and hear the lamentations of the women.
Lamentations of your women. The norm.
The norm.
Once again.
I can't remember most things, but I can remember Conan quotes.
Because it's like lifestyle advice.
Yeah.
Like that's the way to live. Yeah, drink from the skulls of your enemies. You know, the really like
the key
nice
stuff.
feeling. Yeah, Melissa's like beer could have been in it. Ah, because you can't see the other hand. Doesn't the other hand? Is he holding beer?
No, the other hand's point he's number one because he won the trophy.
Number one.
Here's the thing. Yes, if I was just doing this for myself,
That's
100% booze in that
right.
hand.
Nothing,
He'd be riding a barrel of
That's
tequila. Let's be
nothing
honest.
this guy loves more than a red cup. in
Yeah.
his Canes.
Yeah, there would be a solo
Loves
cup
red
full of
cup.
booze, but we have to. I didn't even ask that.
You know, drinking and driving, there's like some laws about
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So what kind of motorcycle is he riding?
It's somewhat.
Hodgepodge?
It's a hodgepodge. Yes, it's a custom, has a lowrider feel to it, but a little more modern than I normally do. I don't want to go because I would, if it was again, I would go with like a 50, late 40s, early 50s WLA Harley if I was doing it myself, because I just love to paint those and I think they're a huge challenge and they're fun.
Any idea what people bring? You said kind of
Everything. I think it's an everything kind of show.
Right.
I mean, it's not. I don't think it's not tuners. It's not usually super sporty bikes, but I'm sure there'll be some there.
Yeah.
It's a pretty inclusive show.
Oh, nice. Kind of show where there might be those little mini bikes, like little or is
Pit
that
bikes,
more-
like pit bikes.
I don't know, like I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know either. It's in Ramona?
Yes.
Gosh, I feel like anything could show up there.
It's that kind of it's that kind of show for sure. It's a motorcycle shows. Anything does show up sometimes. I think you'll see some, Frisco choppers. You'll see some,
Some baggers.
Sons of Anarchy garbage.
Mhm.
You'll see a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Now that's garbage if you have one of those kind of bikes.
You meant a different kind of garbage.
Yeah.
Well, the guy looks happy that you're painting.
Well, yeah, he won, and his head's not in the jar. And so this container will have it will say Ramona Moto Rally, and the date will be on the bottom here, but we're not doing that on the stream. We'll do that afterwards. It's easier if I hold
So
it.
you do lettering, your big head gets in the way.
Well, that too, but also it's easier if I put it flat for the lettering part of it. So we're just gonna put the top rim of this. I have to watch Conan again now.
I was just thinking, like, could you really ever remake it, like in a successful way?
No.
It's so cheesy, but it's so.
I don't think any of those movies can be remade anymore. They're just because we expect so much from them.
Yeah. Well, and they're super inappropriate.
Yeah, they are super inappropriate. There's that.
But they remake everything. But you know what? Who could possibly play that? Because he had charisma too. He didn't speak much, but like, what kind of a huge muscle dude could you have that pulls that role off? I mean, that guy bikes around LA. He's the coolest.
He's gotta be. What is he? Late 70s now?
Yeah. But, I mean, aside from steroids, he's pretty healthy. He's like 90% vegan now. I know he fudges sometimes, but he could live a good long time. Had some heart stuff done already. Speaking of, I just started watching that Tulsa King with Sylvester Stallone.
Speaking of steroids.
Speaking of steroids, and so far so good.
All right.
Yeah, I think I'll like it. Bresso Dev says, "Hi David, good to see you back."
Hey, Bresso Dev. So Bresso Dev is the Tucson horse girl. Remember? And never reach out to get the her photo shots.
Oh, boo!
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Everyone's.
Which is what you say every time.
How
Yeah.
excited you were about all the horse pictures.
Yeah.
Oh no! Now he's gonna boo you.
I have a terrible timeline.
Joanna over on IG says, "I recently watched it and I thought Jim Carrey could play Skeletor."
Okay.
cartoon Master of the Universe versus.
Do we switch to He-Man now, or
We switched to
we switch to He-Man?
Same thing though, isn't? I mean, did anybody ever admit that He-Man?
It's about the same
is
body.
Conan?
Is what?
Did anybody ever admit that?
Did what?
That He-Man is basically Conan, or is it not?
Well, it's not supposed to be. That would be copyright infringement.
But it sort of is.
Conan with the worst haircut ever a superhero ever had.
Is he a superhero?
Well, I assume so. If you're gonna wear that, you better be.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Bum, 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 bum. So I don't want to put
This is the sound of me opening a candy in case anybody hears the rattling. Oh boy.
Well,
Way more
are you
difficult.
trying to piss the dogs
Yeah,
off?
they
You're
both
like,
looked up at me.
oh, you've been so good, guys. Let me wreck that.
Yeah. I did it.
All right, before we go any farther on that, I'm gonna switch over to his head because that's gonna be,
It's gonna be-
yeah, we're gonna mess that up. So we're gonna go right into over here.
Look how unbothered those dogs are. Zeros.
And for the new people who might not know, when we say shipping department, we mean those little jerks.
Yes. We've had a few shipping departments over the years, various levels of talent and interest. These guys seem to just sort of nap through.
They are the worst
The
at
live
everything.
streams.
Yeah, they are the worst at all of it. They care the least.
But the shipping involvement, she's involved. She likes to bite David's feet and play while he's trying to
Ship.
box things.
They don't have the love of cardboard the previous shipping department had.
Rockwood Image Art over on Instagram says originally He-Man was going to be Conan, but they never got the copyright.
Ah,
Makes sense.
see? Excellent.
That makes sense. Thank you.
Thank you for the, yeah. It makes sense. I mean, that's exactly like, it's Conan Man.
His name is Shmonen.
We'll just give him the worst haircut ever.
Oh my gosh. You don't have time to play with your hair when you're trying to kill your enemies.
Talk about bad movies. That Dolph Lundgren version of that is terrible.
Of what, He-Man?
Yeah, Masters of the Universe.
I never
I think it's
saw it.
Dolph Lundgren, right? Who plays the lead in that?
I never
It's a
saw it.
terrible movie. It's terrible.
Was it when we were young?
Yes.
Haven't they done a more recent one?
I don't think so. We shouldn't. Not a good story.
But when else do you get like skeletons doing stuff other than like
Skeletor's the
dead?
best part of that entire.
That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
you sort of have to revisit it. We don't get enough skeletons walking around.
I have the power. I can honestly hear that theme
That
song.
was all that was on when I came home from school as a kid, and yet I still avoided it. Like I just did not like it.
Yeah, Thundercats too. Don't forget about
I
them.
wasn't into that either. That was not my jam.
I just feel to be a loser.
No, not that's fine, I guess. When you're a loser like that, you don't realize.
How big is the water bottle that you're drinking over
Isn't
there?
that crazy? It's because I insisted on eating one of these candies, so I'm so thirsty that I've
Never had water before.
So you just have all these gross background sounds. It's just, I just totally shit the bed on this. And then I say things like shit the bed.
Mm-hmm.
It just gets worse and worse.
Because you're always trying to get kicked off the stream.
I know.
That's all you're trying to do. The whole
I
department
keep
wants.
up and you'll just dismiss me.
Yeah, the whole team.
You're like, you know what? I'm fine on my own. Yeah. Well, you don't realize I have, right before we went live, I heard at least 3 different trucks delivering FedEx, Amazon. I mean, I've got some stuff down there that you
Yeah.
don't even know
I don't even know.
about.
Trying to beat me down there.
Well, I'm actually, because I want to be a surprise, so I'm gonna have you take the dogs separately or something. I need a big reveal.
Well, this just
I
sounds.
need a big reveal. Maybe we'll videotape it too. We'll videotape it like the grandmas.
Yeah,
and grandpas do.
wait, where's my VHS recorder?
We'll pull out the VHS and we'll video record it. But yeah, I think it might be something funny. We shall see.
These are tiny teeth.
Oh, Comstock says there was a more recent Conan. Jason Momoa played it. How did that not do well? He could do it.
Did you see the Hawaiian one he's in? Do you think he could still do it?
I don't, that
No,
doesn't look
that's
very good.
terrible. And Aquaman?
G $G on YouTube says back again for another show. I appreciate these.
Hey, welcome back. Appreciate you hanging out. We're just crapping on Jason Momoa right now.
Nicole Romero says, "Oh my God, my mom wouldn't let me watch Thundercats because they were not of God." No.
Oh.
What happened? Oh man.
How does she know they weren't
How
though?
did she know?
That's a very mom.
They didn't have Wikipedia back then.
Yeah.
She couldn't possibly have known they were not of God. That's crazy. Oh, Mom. Well, Mom must be thinking everything's not of God these days.
Yeah.
Jeez. If Thundercats was the way you drew the line, you're like, anything
It hasn't gotten better. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. What can you watch?
Not of God. All right.
Oh my goodness. Cousin Clyde over on Instagram says, "Love your art and multiple Magic the Gathering sleeves of your art. And my game mat is your drinking skeleton cowboy. Love what you do. Keep it up."
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Oh, that's nice.
Love to see that stuff out in the wild.
Yeah. Oh, we're so jealous. Because I play nerdy computer games and I embrace it. I'm not insulting you. But I think I would thrive in an MTG environment. I just don't have any friends. I would thrive in a get-together and play live games. Oh, I'm so jealous whenever anybody gets to do that. And then when Dave released those sleeves, I'm like, I don't even have anything to do with those. Like, sad life. So Nicole said she had heard that the Thundercats were not of God from her pastor dad.
Okay.
Passing down that trauma.
Man. And the things they picked to make that stand on.
Poor Thunderclap. Oh, the 700 Club. Yeah. They love to hate everything.
And that was that time.
They were hardcore. Everything.
All the music was the devil's music.
Yeah. They really got their heels in on shows and music. I don't know. I'm of the generation that's like, if you tell me Two Live Crew is bad, I'm really gonna be interested in Two Live Crew. Like
Plus, also, my parents didn't give a crap what we did, never watched us, so we could do anything we want because they were never home or taking care of us. So.
Uh-oh. Therapy session incoming.
Yeah. Latchkey kid.
Yeah. Oh my God. I remember when I had my my yellow Walkman, my really super cool Sony yellow Walkman, waterproof, obviously. Hardly skipped, sometimes, but not much. I had both a tape one, and then obviously when we got super rich, I got a CD one. But I remember playing the Sex Pistols, and just loving it, whatever. But then one time playing it not in my headphones, and my parents were like, "Well, what now?
Yeah.
Where did you? What?"
Yeah, that's because I did the same thing with Two Live Crew, and played that, and my grandmother heard it. She was not pleased. I'm like, Grandma, how do you even know what that means?
Right, she just assumed it was bad.
Yeah. The F shop? Grandma, how do you know what that is?
Oh no.
Grandma used to
So
get down.
assuming Grandma was a virgin before marriage. I don't know. Nicole says Pat Robertson jacked a lot of people out of the Thundercats. You know, the Thundercats would have been so much bigger if they just would have minded their own in the 700.
Oh.
Devil Bird over on Twitch says, "Oh, we're painting."
We're painting and talking. Yeah, we're painting over here. Thanks for joining us. We're also talking trash about the 700 Club, strangely, because they took away the Thundercats.
Among other things.
Yeah, I don't know how we got here, but all right. This is better than painting.
So G $G on YouTube says, "How often do you paint, and is it daily?"
So I only live stream on Wednesdays, but I paint and do work throughout the week. It's not. Some days it's email. You know, some days it's like the business of art. But I try and paint as much as I can.
I'd say almost every day there is, because now with your pad.
Yes. With my iPad, I can get more stuff done to get my preliminary sketches done. So like actual physical painting once or twice a week. Drawing, sketching a couple days a week. Computer, other polishing files, getting them ready to be printed another couple days a week. So basically every day is kind of one thing or the other.
Devil Bird on Twitch is saying, "How do you cancel the Thundercats? The Thundercats had good messages."
No, apparently the 700 Club was against them.
So Nicole's mom was told by her pastor dad that they were not of God.
Not of God.
The Thundercats were not of God. So she was blocked from seeing it. Obviously, the show took a hit from that because that had to be pretty pervasive message coming from the 700 Club. But all those shows, honestly, I'm
trying to think what cartoon is of God? If the Thundercats,
positive messages
exactly
about friends and support.
Yeah,
that's such a
G.I. Joe
thing to say. Yeah, they're always fighting evil. Why? Because they're furries. I don't know where the message came from. They're not of God. Okay.
Are they furries?
So, I don't know. Maybe early development.
Man, well, I'm learning a bunch on this.
Yes, he said Thundercats was a Hanna-Barbera era He-Man, She-Ra, G.I. Joe. Exactly. We were talking about He-Man, and is it a spin-off? Technically, was it a rip of Conan?
And we found out.
We all assume it was. And then on Instagram, we got the lowdown from Rockwood Image Art and said it was an attempt, but they didn't get the copyrights, so they made quote-unquote He-Man. Nicole says, but it turns out He-Man was okay to watch.
Oh,
what?
So homoerotic in his little S&M strap chest piece.
What did mom, dad, and the 700 Club think about WW at the time? WW wrestling.
Oh.
Because I gotta be honest, that's right in line with He-Man. We're talking little shorts, and everybody had weird hair, and it was super gay. Oh, God. It was a different time. My parents were not religious, but my dad sure had opinions about wrestling. Oh, my. To where my brother and I are just like, shut up.
Yeah, you're making and my grandfather would fall asleep watching wrestling. He loved it.
Oh, that's funny.
He'd make fun of them, but he loved it.
Devil Bird saying even Transformers, which is just to sell toys.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, God, that's really when the toy craze started, isn't it? When we were young. Like everything now had toys tied in.
Yep.
I mean, that's really Star Wars was the coolest toys to own. For young heads listening to the old heads talk, but like those were the first really cool collectibles. The Star Wars were like. And
that's how I knew that we were poor, because I never got to get like Luke Skywalker. I always got like one of the members of the band. You know, or I got like the Y-wing fighter instead of the X-wing fighter. Like
peripheral character.
Exactly. I never got a main character. I got a guy who was on screen for like 3 seconds.
I remember when it was early on when we were first dating, and something, I was telling this story about how I was so pissed that I saved up all my money and with a butter knife scraped the hell out of my cement piggy bank that we had gotten down in TJ. Like it was all hand painted and cool, and I put all my coins in there for years, and I finally it was full, and I didn't want to break it though, so I just turned it upside down with a butter knife. I was scraping it back and forth so all the coins would fall out, right? Like a sad,
What kids did.
jackpot. And I put all that money into buying an ATST, right, which was like a big mechanical device in Star Wars. The coolest thing ever. It was at the time, like honestly, like $50. I was so excited, and years later, my brother claimed it, like our Star Wars collection or something was like in my parents' garage, and they were like, "We're getting rid of all this crap," and he's like, "Oh yeah, those are all mine." I'm like, "No, sir. Like, I saved up for that particular device, that toy for like ever, for years. Like, that's mine." And we had this big argument, whatever. So when Dave and I first met, I remember telling him that story. I'm like, "Yeah, I had saved up. It was like a $50 purchase because we didn't have money at all." And Dave's like, the what? The what character?" He's like, I didn't even have a Luke.
No, I had Lando Calrissian. Like, that was the coolest I got, because you're like, oh, it's the guy from.
He had a cape.
Yeah. Awesome. And I thought it was the guy from Rocky for the longest time. I thought it was Carl Weaver.
He might have found the suit.
Yeah. Yeah. So I had that, and I had like the red R2D2. Like, it was all like the worst characters, the yard sale characters.
This was always a bridesmaid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dave topped me on being poor with his sad tales of toys. Like, they were honestly worse.
GoBots. I didn't get Transformers. I got GoBots.
I never had any Transformers.
Oh. Yeah. GoBots were the worst. They were the fakest, like, Transformers.
Every year we would get some catalogs. Oh, I loved catalogs. And I would circle all the RC cars. Like, everything from like a $20 one, a $30 one, a $100, and I would circle them all, like telling my parents, like, I want an RC car, like just a little thing, little batteries, and they're so good now, but back then they were absolutely. So they sometimes even had a line to them, like you had to walk.
Yeah.
Because that's how it was powered. It wasn't even radio controlled, and I was like, every birthday, every year, always circling those. Never got one. So I thought I was poor. And then Dave comes out of the hole.
Here's the thing: I never got one until my parents got divorced. And one parent doesn't want to be the crappy parent, so all of a sudden, a Team Associated RC10 shows up under the tree because guilt makes awesome RC presents.
Well, I wanted my parents to get divorced so I could get cool gifts, but it never happened. Pretty in Black over on Instagram says, I saw you live painting in Disneyland. My favorite artist ever. Oh,
thank you, Pretty in Black. I appreciate that, man. I missed the Disney time. That was an amazing time of year. Every year being able to paint down there, I really missed that. I'm glad that you found me, because we don't get to do that anymore. That was COVID kind of killed that whole process. But I love painting there, and I met so many cool people, and a lot of people found the art there. It was the first place a lot of people first saw the art.
Yeah, super fun.
Remember, they'd always be like, how are you painting here? Who let you paint here? Are you a Disney guy? Like, how are you here, sir?
Mr. P says, very awesome drawings you do.
Thanks, Mr. P. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream.
Devilbird was just like, what about the adventures from the Book of Virtues? Because they had talking animals.
Yeah.
And they told Bible stories. And Nicole says, all my grandpa watched was Sports 700 Club and John Wayne. John Wayne.
John.
We all thought he was a good guy.
Yeah.
So
who knew?
Recently, it became really.
Yeah.
It's a whole different thing, actually. Oh, no.
Man.
Oh, and Pretty in Black also says, I saw you at Comic-Con, too.
Oh, excellent.
Oh, right on. Very cool. Very cool. Devilbird says, were you so poor that if your friend broke your toy, you told him to go home? Excuse me, no friend is breaking one of my toys.
Yeah. And I was so poor that I only had friends who had better toys than me. So I went to their house to try and break or steal their stuff. I didn't have good stuff.
You just used yours as well.
Yeah. I had closest I ever got was I can't remember what the name of it is. What's the bad chip with the two flat sides?
The bad
now my brain is full of Decepticons and not of TIE Fighters. The closest I ever got was it was a rich kid who gave away his toys when they broke, so I had a TIE Fighter with one wing.
The kid's like, here, you want this trash?
Yes.
Like, you bet I do.
Yes, my toy was constantly in a state of crashing.
Delbert says my friends all had better toys, and I saved up for a Briar horse, and my friend broke it. I told her to go home.
Yeah, you gotta go home.
Yeah, you don't.
And I'm calling your mom, and you're fixing that.
You know how long I worked to get that horse? Oh, yeah. No. Ugh. Having an older brother. My older brother was 5 years older, and it's just. It's not even that he would break stuff. It was just he just consumed them. They were just his.
Consumed them. Yeah, anything you like.
Like the assumption or like the story he would tell was they're his. And how do you prove they're not? I don't have a receipt. I don't. You know what I mean? So it was always just like my stuff just like got absconded.
Abscondable.
Don't get an older brother.
No.
Don't get. Our buddy Ben on Instagram says, "Look who's back."
Oh, Ben's back in the picture. Hey, Ben, welcome back.
Ben.
Wife and kids, college. What are you?
Oh my God, he's got 50.
He's
50. AARP, Colin.
You watch them go from video games to airsoft and everything in between.
Yeah. Right. So you want to recap what you're doing here, just for people?
Yeah. Everyone, first of all, again, thanks everybody for being here. So what I'm working on, this is going to be the trophy for the Ramona motorcycle rally coming up on November 1st. November 1st, I want to get that date right. This is basically the trophy. We're going to talk about every trophy that's given out at the show, and so we're excited to be able to be part of that. So I'm just here doing all the line work. So the background is acrylic. All the colors you see here is gouache, and basically at this stage now I'm doing all the line work, carving out all the details. This is really the fun part where everything just kind of comes to life. So I'm just basically going through and doing all the stuff and talking about He-Man. Strangely, which I did not have on the old bingo. Yeah. Well, I'm fascinated by the 700 Club and what else they banned. Like the fact that and was it like a strong opinion about He-Man? Was it like one of the episodes was about He-Man, or was it just like in a lump of conversations? Like these cartoons are bad. Like I'm intrigued.
Okay, so the Ramona Motorcycle Rally.
Yes.
Is November 1st.
November 1st.
In Ramona, here in Southern California. Looks like
which means I can't be there for the show because I have a live demo in Old Town that day. Yeah.
Well, they're gonna have live bands, racing games, a bike show, rodeo games, Hell on Wheels MC races, vendor stuff. So it looks fun if you're in Southern California and you're looking at motorcycle stuff. Like some of the pictures from previous years, it was pretty wild. Motorcycles pushing barrels and like all kinds of cool racing and
man.
Stuff. Yeah, it looks really fun. So you're going to be in Old Town then?
Yes, I'll be doing an demo in Old Town at Tienda de Reyes that day from, I believe it's 2 to 6.
You're a man in demand.
Man in demand. Well, once a year, everyone gives crap because it's skull time.
So Nicole says it was just hate on the Thundercats. Everything else was fine.
Wow, I wonder why the Thundercats drew the ire like that. What about them?
Well, I gotta be honest. I don't think you missed much. I don't know.
No, don't go crapping on the Thundercats now. I'm not going to sit here and listen to that.
It matters. Miss the Thundercats. I don't know that there's any quote or reference or any, I think you're all right, Nicole. I think I'm okay. If you're okay, if we stand in
I say we call Grandma up.
Oh, we don't know if Grandma's around.
No,
Grandpa.
Grandpa.
Yeah.
Well, then we make a release a statement for future and current grandpas.
Dilbert says, "Do not talk bad about Thunder." Here's the thing: I have never seen it, so I will withdraw my comments because I really don't know. I genuinely don't know. Dave seems to think it was important. Well,
it's important in the overall scheme as much as Cabbage Patch. I mean, it's a thing. But the fact that it was singled out, I think, is unrightly singled out. I'm very defensive of the Thundercats, man. How dare you?
We should band together, write a letter from the Thundercats to either mom or grandpa, whoever's still around, and be like, we need to...
They're under a Thundercat apology.
Oh, Delbert says it's like talking bad about Voltron. Oh, my.
Oh, I love Voltron. Love Voltron.
Again, I plead my case in that I had a brother 5 years older. So in addition to stealing all my stuff, it was his, as he tells the story, he would also just turn the channel to what he wanted to watch. And so all that was below his age level, therefore it was below my age level.
It's funny. I don't enjoy anime now, but I love Robotech, and I loved Voltron. I know those are basically the early animes with the giant fighting. I forget what you call those things. What do you call those big?
All I know is Insecticons, because those were like cool.
No, those are Decepticons. Those are the same thing.
No, Insecticons.
No.
That's all I know. So if you're going to talk about any other goddamn show or toy, I don't know. I wasn't able to. I was abused as a child. No, we're saying, what about like Ren and Stimpy? I don't know. I think
I missed the Ren. I think I'm too old. I think I missed the Ren and Stimpy boat.
Yeah, I'm too old for the Ren and Stimpy.
I was a Family Guy, and I also don't like The Simpsons.
I'm thinking. Yeah, maybe Nicole was already past, or maybe 700 Club. Are they still out there rocking the hate? Are they like?
Well, he's dead, right? No, I don't think he's dead yet.
Honestly, I mean, are they still anti-shows?
They're anti everything now, right? Pat Roberts, that's him.
Yeah, Robertson. Nicole says, I don't even know why they were just satanic. Yeah, the anamorphizing of cats. Yeah, that's what I would guess.
Oh, anamorphizing of cats.
Crow.
So they hated the movie too? Did they get that, go to New York and say...
Right. The longest running and the most horrible Broadway show, Cats, is from...
Yeah, we hate that too.
Well, she says Grampy's dead, so we'll never really know.
We'll let you off the hook, Grandpa, because you fell for the scheme that is the 700 Club.
Yeah, well, a lot of people did. So FYI, an update, Ben is an electrician now. Ben has a job.
Holy shit. Ben, that's awesome, and congrats, and holy shit.
That's what I'm saying, is we're getting older and everybody else is just like...
He does jobs, like he does things.
Now.
He goes to work.
Yeah, he's a full-grown adult. You're going to trust him to do your electricity.
Well, I'm not going to do that.
You might let he's the best of the best. You don't know. You don't know. Ben's got the skills.
That's awesome, Ben. Jesus, man.
That's how, it's not him, it's how old we are.
That's how old. When we started doing this, it was...
he was a wee lad.
Yeah.
He was a wee lad. Yep. Crazy. Old heads. This guy's patched up.
Yeah, he's
oh boy.
He's a 6.5%er.
Oh boy, he's a 92%er.
Yeah. No, it just means he's vegan.
What if one of these patches actually looks like something?
Well, we've had issues before in the booth. I'm glad we don't have to deal with that anymore.
Ben says, I wouldn't trust me either, but I get paid.
All right, Ben. That's all that matters.
And he says, you are old, honestly. Yeah, we know.
Yeah, Ben. Thanks, Ben.
We're quite aware.
You're an adult, so I can kick your ass.
He went to electrical school and everything. What is
all that happened already.
Next, it's wife and kids. And
that's awesome, Ben. It's
moving into a 55 and over community. Not me, him. I mean, I didn't think
man.
Be cool. That's cool. That's good. There's like guaranteed money in the trades, though. You know what I mean? Like you have a skill that people just can't fudge. Like I don't. They talk about like owning a house. I do not mess with electrical, with plumbing, with gas. Like I'm not doing that.
Nope, I'm sitting out HVAC too.
I'm sitting out, yeah, for sure. All the AC and heat stuff, I'm not interested. Some professionals needs to come in there and you tell me how many thousands and then I go and cry.
And then I don't do it, but yeah.
And then I say, I can't afford that.
Yeah, but thank you for your time, sir.
But I'm not touching that stuff, nope.
He-Man. I'm more.
Oh, so Robertson is dead. Oh, not Grampy, Robertson. So that piece of shit died. Okay. He was horrible, but you know,
he was terrible.
The message lives on.
You know? He was the first one that I heard anti-gay stuff from. Like as a kid, remember he was the first one like with just hate messaging.
That's what's so weird is like in the name of God or these religious shows to be so like a blanket across that something's evil or bad or not of God, and you're like, it's the Thundercats. Come on. To
be so hard against the Thundercats, I don't understand. like when someone comes out against Monster Energy drink because the logo is the 3 steps and that's Satan. It's like, come on, you're making a stretch.
Yeah, I remember I saw on I love the old 80s stuff for cycling now. That they were talking to AC/DC like way back in the day when they were first coming out, and they're like, so it's what evil angels again, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
They're saying the devil's children stuff, and AC/DC was like, no, we were trying to come up with the name of the band, and we looked down at our amp, and it was, the plugs were AC/DC. It's like, but I remember that being so pervasive.
Yeah.
As a kid, it was like devil's music. I mean,
I want that. Yeah.
But that was being put on TV about like, this is heavy stuff. Kiss. Right?
Yeah.
Kids in Satan's service. It was like they wear makeup and like jiggle around, and I thought Iron Maiden might have been the hardest group I've ever heard. And as an adult, I hear Iron Maiden, I'm like, oh, that's not hard at all.
Well, then Tipper Gore came into the Two Live Crew thing, and that just everything got labeled.
Yeah. So Ben says he does commercial work now, but he wants to switch to line work and doing light poles and whatnot.
All right, excellent. He's the real deal.
That's what I'm saying though. Once you have those skills and you go to those trade schools, like you got it.
It's all open.
You get government jobs. You get all kinds of good benefits. Good job. He says, "How's the dogs?" They're good. So I don't know. We haven't seen you for a while. The shipping department now consists of this thing, which is
which turd are you showing?
This is Chimmy. So she is 3 years old, and she's a Chihuahua Pit Bull German Shepherd mix. Marketed as a small Chihuahua mix that was going to get to 15 pounds. She's 30 pounds. So she's a straight up killer. And then the other half of the shipping department is this wide load, which is a Frenchie. He's perfection. I can't say anything bad about him. He's my child.
I can.
I'll tell you in your sleep, and he'll cover up for me.
Yeah.
Because he adores me. So they're the shipping department these days, and again, while we ship and stuff, they're pretty good. The little chunko Frenchie just sleeps, and then the other one is in the room where Dave is packing boxes and like trying to wrestle and nip at his feet and stuff. But they're much more mellow than the shipping department that used to tear out boxes and cause chaos. Much more mellow.
Finally found a good spot where I can do this and not be my head constantly in the way.
Ben says time flies, doesn't it? You watch, mister. You're still quite on the young side, but it's like you will be thinking about buying a house in a few years. And it's just like the life flies by. It is crazy. You'll find yourself being the experienced guy on the crew in like a few years.
Then the kids will come on the crew, and you're like, oh, these kids.
Yeah, these kids, they're loud and they party too much and they don't know what they're talking about. You'll be old like us one day, I'm telling you. Can't avoid it. It says can't wait. I think everybody I knew in college, like, I don't think anybody would have said that they thought they were going to live to be 40. Like, there was like no way.
No comprehension of that.
There's no comprehension. It was like just the way that you live your life or behave or all the things you kind of do. And you're just like, there's no way I'm going to make it to that. Like I'm too reckless. I'm too this that.
No, you're boring and you're gonna make it.
You're gonna make it. Then you're gonna be like, where did the time go?
Then you're gonna sprain your knee in your sleep and wake up and go, "What happened? Why can't I walk this morning?"
Delbert says these youngins just have to wait. They'll sneeze and throw out their back soon.
Exactly.
It's so true. It's so true. Oh, Ben's saying I'm planning to make a trip up to Ian's gallery to get an original this weekend now that I got some money. Yeah, making the money. Good for you, buddy. Good for you.
And
I always worry about the people, the youngins a little younger than us, because it's like, I think there's so much on social media. There's so much in your face telling you that there aren't traditional paths of employment. You know, that you could just make videos or whatever and be like an internet person, or, you know, be an IG model or whatever. And it's just like, there's legit jobs out there, legit money to be made. There's good lives to be had. And I don't know that that's being talked about anymore.
I'm here to tell you there's not as much money in internet modeling as I thought there'd be.
Dave's thinking about doing an OnlyFans, you know, doing some foot stuff.
Only cans.
You know. Oh, we're just doing your
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Yeah, so in bed, because we haven't seen you for a while, so Dave will be up at the gallery in December, right, Davey?
Yes. I mean, December, like 13th, 14th, 15th. Friday. It's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Should look up the exact date to get it right, because I am not good at that.
I don't think you have it on the calendar.
It's that weekend though? 13th, 14th, 15th. What is that
12,
weekend?
13, 14?
Yes, 12th, 13th, 14th. So I'll be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We demo Friday afternoon, and then Saturday and Sunday, basically all day. I'll be at the studio. Be at the gallery, signing whatever you have, just hanging out. I'll be live demoing all the days, painting a big, huge piece. It's going to be awesome. I'm super excited for it. That I already have sketched out. But yeah, so we'll be there, and it's a great time to kind of bring anything you've ever bought by, like anything you buy, we'll obviously sign. I'll have some exclusive stuff just for that gallery opening, a couple of special products and some giveaways. But if you've bought anything, you know, at any time and you want it signed for free, just bring it on by and we'll get it all signed up for you.
It's nice that time of year up there.
Yeah.
They decorate that town center, you know, that quad, super Christmassy. And
yeah, if you're gonna go to Whiskey Row, that is the time I recommend going.
Yeah.
I mean, it's because of the lights. It is busy and there's a lot of people, so you got to make your reservations ahead of time. But it's just a great time to go because it looks great. The lights, you get to enjoy the downtown scene right there. Is really
and it's gotten cold. I know that time of year when we've gone there, like we've had.
Oh yeah,
scarves, jackets. Like it feels a little.
I've painted outside and had to cut the fingers off gloves to be able to feel my fingers when I'm out there.
Well, on that note, Devilbird saying, are you going to the Tempe Festival of the Arts this year?
I will not be at we retired from doing art festivals. I do some demo pop-ups here and there, like we're talking about Old Town and such, but no more Tempe Festival of the Arts, which I really miss because that was one of our favorite ones.
Yes, it was.
We did that for over 10 years, and I really enjoyed it and really miss it.
The whole situation changed. I mean, obviously the pandemic canceled it and changed everybody's mindset, and it changed our mindset. We were
doing shows for
Frenchie. I mean, I can't leave him.
Well, and we've been doing shows for 15 years straight.
Yeah, we've been doing shows. Yeah, you're right. No, 10 years. We've been doing shows for about 10 years, and we were like, okay, this is a sign. We're just going to go ahead and go with the flow of where the pandemic was taking, and take a few years off and let's whatever. And then we're like partway through, we're like, we're not going to go back on the road like that. We weren't home enough.
No, we're spending 100 days a year in hotel rooms, just being on the road doing it's just too much. It's too much work. 2
international shows a year.
Yep.
Like we were really doing it, and by all means, I mean it was very successful, and so it was a real mind shift to say we're not going to do that. But it was like, let's be home, let's get our health in line, let's get another dog.
Let's make a bunch of stupid decisions like that.
Let's make a bunch of stupid decisions. Yeah, that was. I think overall that was my favorite show. I really liked it.
Oh, for sure. That was because we knew where to eat, we knew where to hang out, we knew what we wanted to do.
Yeah.
We did all
restaurants we liked.
Yeah, go to Sedona for in between. Right. Which is my favorite place. Like we had it down.
Yeah, we would go to Prescott. In between, we would go for hikes. We really. That's where Devilbird saying that they saw us. That was definitely I think the favorite show. But yeah, and then the scene had changed, I guess, from what we understand from other artist friends, is that a lot of artists dropped out at that time and never came back. The show changed how it kind of does things, how it treats their artists. Things changed. It went under new management, all that kind of stuff. So it was just like, it was the time.
It was a good time for us to go.
Yeah,
we've done it. It's time to try something different. And we've done so many shows. I mean, we're doing sometimes doing 3 shows a month. Just loaded with shows, and we're like, okay, let's see if we can do this from home and work in my jammies, because it's really hard to convince me that working in my jammies isn't the way to do things.
Yeah. And that's really what we did for years, is ever since the pandemic, was just, he took on a little bit more commission work and some commercial work, and just kind of did it from our comfort of our home. And how can you beat that?
Yeah.
And then now that we've been in this house, we bought a different house. We've been here for 4 years now, and we're settled, and the property is settled, all the different things we were doing to the property, and all these things kind of settled in, and we've got a bit of a routine. So we're like, oh, we could kind of do a quote unquote show. We could basically do live art. Let's just do it once a week and keep it simple, and
because this is what we did at the shows. Being able to talk and share the art. That's what we miss. I don't miss lugging my stuff around. I don't miss traveling, hotel rooms, but I miss sharing the art and talking to people, and people seeing it be done, and just to show how it's done. I miss those things, that connection, sharing the work, and this kind of fills that void.
So Devilbird says, I'm the Arizona cowboy / horse photo friend.
I thought the other one. I thought
we met you in Tucson. Why do I think that?
No, it's Tempe.
It was Tempe. Okay.
Yeah.
Those 2 are back to back. They were literally
a blur.
It would be one weekend, and then we had like 4 days off in the middle, and then we set up the next show. So for some reason, I would have sworn that you were Tucson native. That's why I was confused. Got it. Ben is saying, back to the trade, saying, my theory is everybody's going to be really focused on online from his generation. So there'll be more money to be had in the trades. 100%.
Oh yeah, for 100%.
Sure. There's physical work that has to be done, physical brain work where you have to be talented and trained, and there's a void for that. There's a need for that, and those always make money.
Just like the same way that all of a sudden I'm artisanal because I hand paint things. I've been heard that. Oh wow, that's no one does that. Because I've done it so long now, it's gotten to be cool again, I guess. To actually hand paint it. So, I was there for digital when everything was digital, and people were like, no one's gonna be hand painting anymore. So if you do your thing long enough, you can weather those storms.
Yeah, and we've talked about that with the art. I remember about 6 years ago, right before the pandemic, I remember talking to Dave about the world is going so digital. I mean, he started off as a graphic designer. I mean, literally computer design. So that is part of his trade and talent. But, my thought was, with everybody going digital and being okay with digital, where does that leave the art world? Like, what is
does anyone care?
Painted art treated like? What is it viewed like when people can copy, paste, flip, mirror? You can do so much on the computer, and because it's easier, will that let people be elevated? Will they go to the forefront of being considered talented, even though that's a talent in and of itself, but there's a different skill set in doing computer work, and there's some ease. You can erase, hand-painted things you can't erase, you can't fix it. So we were kind of talking about that, and then as time has gone by in the last few years, watching the embrace of AI, how you can just generate imagery. People that don't even do art can just say things into a prompt and get art back out, right? So then that kind of became the next weird thing of, what does that mean to art? What does that mean to somebody like David? And then now we're seeing the backlash, the reverse, and that happened very quickly. This only happened in the past year when Dave was at a licensing show. Whereas last year, wasn't it just last year?
It might have been
2024, 2023.
I feel like it was.
Where everybody wanted AI art and AI artists. It was cheaper, easier, faster, cleaner. Everything was AI. How can we do AI? How can the next
I was getting calls for it, yeah.
It was really like, wow, everybody's really embracing this, and it's going to decimate real traditional hand-painted art. And then this last year, right, 2025, he's at the licensing show, And the whole mentality had shifted.
Literally saying
I don't want AI.
Literally saying, oh, we can't use those colors because those are AI colors, which is just funny that certain colors are linked to AI colors. But just to hear those kind of pushback, I mean, it's again, I was able to become cool just by sitting it out and just keep doing what I'm doing, you know, and wait till I'm cool again.
Yeah, it's a real weird, and Devilberg was saying AI and Photoshop so that people don't have to take great photos. That is exactly right. When we were doing the art shows, there was fewer and fewer photographers. When we first started doing shows, maybe 2008, 2010, there was a good amount of photography out there. People doing setup shots, people dealing with lighting, remote lights, you know, really putting in the effort to set up shots. And then over the years, probably, you know, in like 2014 or so, fewer and fewer photography. I think most shows just didn't even want to have it or deal with it because it all became artificial.
Yeah.
There was so much punching up of, well, not that you shouldn't on your
It became computer design.
It became computer generated. Though.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, it's your imagery, do what you want, brighten it, you know, shift, color bar, whatever. But it's like people started doing things that were really outlandish.
And they all look the same. They stopped
photoshopping it, and it has that plastic look. And then with AI, like I said, people really embraced it. Super strong, loved it, great. Everybody, all the companies wanted AI because it was super fast, super cheap. You know, jobs could be done in days rather than weeks. But then the flip happened where it was like, it has a look. They call it AI. You know, I don't want AI art. I don't want that AI aesthetic, that super hyper plastic, almost too perfect glossy look. And it's like the companies just like reversed gears on it. And so photography really suffered for a long time from technology. But you know, Dave's super into photography, and so I don't know. I think there's a real push to traditionalism now, right? People using film cameras again.
Oh no, for sure, yeah. And I am sucker to that too. I just find it because the tools make it too easy, where you kind of lose some of the elements that made it unique and interesting, the handmade portion of it.
Yeah, there's, and that's the funny kind of come back around thing where people, when they, unfortunately, we're not out in the world as much anymore, so you're not seeing Dave live paint, but to understand, and that's why doing this is important, is you should see that people create real art, that they make mistakes, that they have to conceive of.
Well, don't get carried away. I don't make mistakes, but.
I've never seen you make a mistake, personally or professionally. But, you know, it's important for people to see that, you know, this undercarriage of this motorcycle has to be considered, researched, thought about, and then some rules have to be thrown out the window. The artist has to determine what to paint, not to paint, what to obscure, what to highlight, how to fake it. You know, this isn't a real motorcycle. This is a skeleton riding a mythological, you know, a custom motorcycle that doesn't exist in the world. The skeleton doesn't exist in the world. And so, you know, it's that kind of creative mind that I think people are drawn to, and the kind of strangeness of it. So we've seen like the backlash against AI really, really quickly, way quicker than I thought. I thought that we might kind of suffer through some years of people not caring about hand-painted art. But I think the opposite. I think people really embraced it. She's saying that you can call her for reference photos if you need them. Liar! Yeah, like horse photos, real reference of animals is super, super helpful and cool. Because you can sit there and play with prompts all day long, but AI is going to generate, AI is going to generate some weird horses. You're going to have extra legs. You're going to have legs overlapping each other. You know, AI can only kind of take you so far, and then the prompts turn into chaos. So nothing actually can take the place of real photography, especially when you're talking about anatomy. Ben say there's a guy at Ian's gallery that makes art by photoshopping himself.
Yes.
Different backgrounds, and costumes.
Yeah. He's been doing that for a while. I forget his name. David something, I think is his name. Yeah.
Why would someone buy that? I don't get it.
Because he uses iconic stuff like Star Wars stuff. He does things people know.
That's why. Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, the AI animals always look off. The people always look a little off. Yeah, like you said, yeah, rodeos, horse shows, car shows, and that's what we're really into too. I mean, you'll see just the coolest stuff, and you'll get beautiful shots, and play with different cameras. Dave's gotten really into photography during these years of last few years of working from home. So in addition to painting and all that, he's gotten really into all these real cameras.
I feel not seen. That's not the word. I don't want to be seen. Outed? Maybe that's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah. I don't know if you feel seen. I see that your camera showed up 2 days ago.
I'm not loving that.
And I see that I thought you already had one of those old Russian cameras, and I'm not sure why
you can't have enough old Russian cameras.
Oh my god.
So now what I'm doing here is basically it's the fewest lines to give the impression of each twin engine. It's calling out the key elements, but not over specifying is kind of the word I always like to use. I'm not overly rendering. I don't want you to sit down here and try and picking out parts. I want you to know it's an engine. I want you to know that it fits the bike, and then it's driven by that it's machinery. But it's all about simplifying, because I don't want to.
You're not trying to paint a realistic.
Yeah. I don't want your eye to get stuck down here. I want you to be able to move through the piece. So it's about simplifying the objects, and that's and this is what AI can't do. Just trying to make it something where your eye can move through. And for me, it's I'll keep pushing it back and pushing it back and pushing it back until it's gets more and more suggestive of detail and not actual detail. Like, you couldn't build a motorcycle based on my blueprints.
I
wouldn't trust it. No. Wouldn't trust it.
What kind of horse do you have, Doublebird? That's a tall horse. 6'6" at the shoulder.
How many hands is that?
Yeah, how many hands high, and what kind of horse? That is not a joke. That's cool.
Because we know how hands high works. We know.
Nah. I forced Dave into watching. I watched these two guys. One does dressage and one does liberty work. She has a Percheron draft horse, 19.2. That is
that's a lot of hands.
And some off-track thoroughbreds and an Appaloosa. Wow. Oh my gosh. We definitely have to see some of these photos. Oh, wow. Yeah, I watched this on YouTube. I watched this. One of them is into dressage and the other is into liberty work. They live in Denmark. Yeah, they live in Denmark. But these two guys are just so cute, and they both do different kinds of horse work. But the one that I particularly, the guy that does dressage, because that's what I like to do as a kid. He's really into Arabians and just these stunning horses. And the other one has beautiful horses, but also mini horses. And yeah, I've gotten Dave now into watching their channel because it's just so fun, and the horses are stunning, and nothing more beautiful. I love horses. The Punk 929 over on Instagram says, "I have some of your art. It's great. Got it when you were at the People's Fair in Denver." Oh my God!
Excellent. That's old school. So I was just in Denver again. I was in where was I? In Golden. I was in Golden. Hopefully be coming back again next year. I was at the Buffalo Rose. I did a live demo there. Super fun to be back. Saw some people that I had seen at that same fair when I was out there. So, and we figured out that fair was, I forget how many years ago that was.
I mean, honestly, it had to be like 2015.
15, I think it was 15. Yeah. So that's awesome. And I really appreciate you still following the art.
Yeah, so if you're ever in Golden, there's a bunch of his art there.
Yeah, there's a bunch of art at the Buffalo Rose. And again, I'm hoping to be back there again next season.
Ben says he's got to go because he's a working adult.
Working adult now, Ben.
And he says he'll see us later, catch it up. He'll try his best to make it in December.
Thank you so much, Ben. That's so cool.
12, 13, 14.
Yes.
So it's the second weekend in December. We'll post it up or we'll talk about it. But yeah, he'll be there painting and stuff. Well, that is too bad because if they saw you in Denver, I mean, Golden's right there, isn't it?
It's all kind of, yeah, it's right there. Yeah, that's all right though. We'll be back.
Next.
They need to follow more closely. I can't hold their hands.
Oh.
But that's fun that they're still following that long. And that show, like I said, the show was forever ago.
Yeah.
And our only trip to Denver.
Yeah, we went to Boulder for a weekend show and then to Denver for a weekend show back to back. That was really cool. All right, bye, Ben. See you later.
See you, bud.
Yeah, that was really cool. We really liked Colorado quite a bit. We drove from San Diego. I tell you, nothing is as overwhelming and awe-inspiring. And we've been to the Grand Canyon.
Coming through the Rockies in the middle of the night.
I thought the Grand Canyon was it was stunning. It was beautiful. But as we were driving, we're in the middle of the night, driving from San Diego to Boulder and driving through the Rockies. So it's like crystal clear sky.
Yeah,
stars,
moonlight, it was all lit up.
Stunning. And we're just looking up as we're driving through the Rockies. I mean, overwhelming how big those walls of stone were. Like, amazing. I'll never take that for granted. That was, I'll never forget that.
Now we're getting a good spot with the engine.
You did what?
Getting a good spot of the engine, just kind of simplifying, showing what's what. I'll pop down a little bit here. You still see all the way to the, okay.
Yeah, I took your head out of the way.
All right. It's so cool just to, we've been doing this so long, just to hear where people saw the art. I mean, we heard Disney tonight, Tempe, all these places that we've done.
So we're an hour in. Do you want to keep? Are you close? Do you want to keep working on the tire?
I mean, the tire, I've probably got another half an hour. Do you want to wrap it up while they're being good?
Yeah, they're being good. And
you just want to get up the things so you can say, look, they were good the whole time before they F it up.
Before someone terribly.
Mm-hmm. Pad and stats.
Yeah, I'll just show the dogs one more time. Because they're perfect. There's Bunny.
And they're the reason.
Look at that.
And they're the reason that I have to paint because
perfect. We have to keep them in the luxuries.
They're very expensive.
Right, that's Bunny. It's perfect. He goes, don't touch me.
Don't touch me. Who are
I
you?
don't know what you're doing. And then that's the chimney. Always affected. Doesn't understand what the point of it is. So boring.
But again, thank you guys all for hanging out tonight. Great questions, super fun. I can go research He-Man now. I got to go do some background on the He-Man 700 Club connection. Now I want to go support anamorphosized cats. This is what I like to do. Fight evil.
Joanna over on Instagram says, I came across you by chance when looking up a family member. Their name is David. Loizeaux.
Well, you have hit.
Okay, I feel like there's something going on there.
Here's the thing: you got lucky then, and you've upgraded the family member. Welcome. We're now taking applications.
That is.
How would you pronounce that?
It has to be Lozeau. Right? Is it still French?
French Canadian. You got to remember, we're French Canadian.
No, your dad made that up.
No, we're French Canadian. That's where that comes from. All the sheetrockers down the stairs in my shoes, eh? That is
embrace your Canadian.
That's who they are. They are.
It's quite a spelling. I thought yours was difficult. Loizeaux.
Loiz. All right.
I love how they had to add an X in the. I mean, come on. Let's not be dramatic. We don't need extra letters that are hard. That's so funny.
Well, the short story is thank you so much for coming here, and I'm so glad you found us. welcome. Hopefully you'll join us on the stream. We're just wrapping up now. But again, I just want to thank everybody for hanging out and hope to see you guys again here next week. These are getting better and better. I'm super excited. We've technically, I mean, this is 2 in a row without any issues. So besides the dogs. So if the dogs are only issue, then we're doing okay. But I want to thank you guys again. And we'll see you guys again here next Wednesday, same time. And thank you for hanging out. Take care.